These series of stretches that we're going to be exploring all target the piriformis. The piriformis is a muscle that actually attaches onto our sacrum, or the bottom aspect of our spine, and they go over to our femur bone. This muscle can sometimes give us buttocks pain, hip pain, pelvic pain. So it's important to figure out what stretch works for you so that if you experience any of these or you're looking for deeper range of motion through your hips, you can find that. We have lots of options here. We have one where you're prone or where your face is facing the ground. We have supine versions, lots of options, and lastly, a seated version. So find your breath as you explore these new ranges and enjoy. Now I'm going to go ahead and cover several options for how you can do a piriformis stretch. So bear with me because there's lots of ways that you can modify it to meet your needs. The first way, or where all of the modifications kind of stem from, is coming down to lying on your back. This is also known as our supine position. You're going to go ahead and take your leg, crossing it over your thigh. When you go to put your left leg on top of your right thigh, I want you to make sure that your leg's moved over far enough so that you're not putting weight right through your ankle or through your foot, which then would put some extra stress through your ankle. So you're gonna go ahead and move that in. Now, in this position, this might be enough of a stretch for people. So how you can deepen this stretch, if you're feeling a good pull right through the back of your hip here, is to scoot your foot, so this is my right leg, towards your buns, okay? That will help bring this leg towards your body and deepen the stretch. Try to avoid allowing that knee to gravitate up towards your head. Let it sit down, okay? So let me show you on my right side. Again, right leg crossing over, ankle is not on my thigh, it's off, and then knee is resting down, scooting foot towards buns, okay? Next version of how we can modify this is to go ahead, same position, but this time what we're doing is reaching through this hole that we've created with our left leg and grasping the back of our thigh. As we rest here, we want to again try to avoid allowing that knee to gravitate up towards our head. Let it come down. And then I'm just gently pulling my right thigh towards my chest until I feel a gentle pull back through here. If I feel any pinching through my hips on the right or left side, I might want to reset before going back into this position. A way you can deepen the stretch from here is to hold onto the front part of your knee. Again, all of these things, we're trying to look for a deeper stretch through that buttocks. So for me, I don't really get a deeper stretch here. I'm fine just holding on to the back of my thigh and then pulling my arms towards my chest as I need to. Again, let me show you on the opposite side. Feet flat, putting right leg over that left leg. Now I'm going ahead and reaching through the hole that I've created here and grasping with my other hand to that back part of the thigh. I can go ahead and deepen that stretch by holding onto the front part of my shin. Another trick here that I like to share with patients when they're doing this stretch is you can hold onto your thigh or front of your knee and you can kind of move. I'm moving my right thigh here side to side, and I can sort of feel that pull work differently throughout that hip. Another thing I will encourage people to do is to gently press down on their left thigh or the leg that is being stretched. Push it down like I'm pushing towards that right foot, and that sometimes can create a nice sort of stretch and opening sensation through my hip. Now, If you're finding that you need a deeper stretch than what is available to you if you're moving the heel towards the buns, but maybe you're not yet ready or able to grasp the thigh to pull it closer to you, you can always modify with a belt, or in this case, a yoga strap. This is great for maybe people who have shorter arms. Maybe you're pregnant and you have a belly in your way. But I really like this because we want to be able to relax our upper body as we're in the stretch. And if I'm straining to reach for my thigh and I'm creating a lot of tension in this upper part of my body, it's sort of counterintuitive to that relaxing stretch that we're going after. So what I'll simply do is put the strap behind the thigh first that I'm desiring to pull towards me. Then I'll go ahead and place my leg, again, avoiding putting the ankle on the thigh. And then I simply just pull this leg towards me. So again, this isn't necessarily the right stretch for me because I am able to capture my thigh, but here, this strap acts as an extension onto my arm. So again, imagine if I was pregnant or had maybe a little bit more of a belly but still desire to do the stretch, we can go ahead and hold and gently pull. Again, focusing on, once I get into that stretch, relaxing those shoulders, relaxing that neck and jaw, and then taking time to breathe deeply as I allow my hip to stretch. I'm going to go ahead and show you a modification for the piriformis stretch using the wall. In this case, the wall is going to be this orange footstool. Personally, this is one of my most favorite ways to do the piriformis stretch because it really allows me to relax into it, find that nice, gentle, diaphragmatic breathing that you'll always hear me preaching about. So the first thing you do is you're gonna go ahead and lay on the ground, or sometimes I'll have people lay on their bed and flip around so that their legs are towards their headboard. So now once I'm laying down, you're gonna wanna keep your bottom a little bit further away from the wall because this can become a very intense stretch pretty quickly. So I just place my one foot against the wall, and then I bring my opposite leg up and into this figure 4 position. From here, to deepen the stretch, I can go ahead and just scooch my buns closer to the wall, and that will allow me to deepen the stretch. For the other modifications I'm going to discuss, I'll talk about where you can put your hands to pull your thigh towards you, but for this pose, you can just scooch until you feel a gentle pull, and then you can go ahead and just relax here, or maybe even slightly push down on your thigh bone to create more opening through that leg that you're stretching. Let me go ahead and show you on my left side. So again, I'm going to scooch a little bit away from my wall here. I'm going to go ahead and place my right foot against the wall, bringing my left leg up and over, creating kind of a figure 4 position. Here I'm searching for a stretch right through that back part of my hip. I can scoot my buns towards the wall. I start to feel a pretty nice stretch there for me, and I can go ahead and just relax and breathe here. Or another option is I can gently push through this thigh bone to create some more opening through that hip. Again, everything in my body should feel fairly relaxed while I'm stretching here, and then I just breathe and wait. Okay, let's go ahead and cover prone piriformis stretch, also known as pigeon pose. So you're gonna go ahead and get to your hands and knees, and to set up for this pose, I like to try to bring my left knee towards my left hand. Then I can bring my ankle, and I'll show this on both sides, closer towards my right hand, or even further away, depending on what your knee can handle. Now, I just simply kind of scooch that right hip back. I know, not a very medical term. And now I'm in that pigeon pose, or piriformis stretch. We can stay here, so we're up, again, relaxing through our shoulders and neck. You could go ahead and come down further here, avoiding any pinching through that thigh and still going after that gentle stretch through our buttocks. This is also a great opportunity to utilize a yoga block if it's maybe a bit too aggressive, to put underneath that side. And then now I can still be in this pose, but this will take any stress from pinching through that front of the hip. Lots of people don't have yoga blocks, which is completely fine. And you could go ahead instead use a folded up blanket, comforter, pillow, and I can go ahead and put that underneath my buttock on this left side to lift me up a little bit. And then again, coming down if that's what feels right to me. Let me go ahead and show you on the other side. I think it's also important to note whatever leg is stretching back, you might feel a little bit of a pull or stretch through the front of the hip. So this is a great stretch that not only gets our piriformis, but can also get our hip flexors. So again, let's review that setup. We're gonna go ahead and start hands and knees. I'm gonna bring my right knee towards my right hand, and then this was the part you couldn't see on the other side. I could leave my ankle here. It kind of depends on what you're feeling with your knee. Or I could bring my foot all the way up here and then go ahead and scooch back. To me, this feels a little bit stressful through my knee. I'm feeling some uncomfortable pulling. I'm gonna bring my foot back a little bit, and then I can really sink down into this position. So some things to consider. I wanna make sure that this hip, or entire leg for that matter, isn't turned outwards. I don't wanna be opening up like this. I wanna keep that middle part of my thigh and knee towards the ground, or in this case, table that I'm on. And then go ahead and relax through my shoulders. This feels okay to me. I can go ahead and then move down like this. Maybe I want to make this a little bit more restorative. I can bring a block or a towel roll or something underneath my forehead, and again, really, really relax through this pose and feel that stretch through my hip. Again, kind of demonstrating so that you can see what this might look like if you put a block. Just tuck it underneath your buns on that right side. And then now this elevates me. By elevating me, I take out that pinch through that front part of my hip. And now I can go ahead and stretch into this position. Here, because I kind of have tight hip flexors, I can feel a gentle pulling. Try to avoid hyperextending through your back like this, and instead kind of soften into this pose as you breathe and relax. We're going to go ahead and explore the seated version of the piriformis stretch. Again, this is one of my favorites for at work. What you're going to do is you're going to scooch to the edge of your chair. For this first one, I'm going to be using my right leg. So you bring your right leg up and over, placing not your ankle on the thigh, but more your shin bone. We don't want to put any stress for that ankle. Now we're going to sit up nice and tall, and again, kind of shining that heart forward, or more appropriately, keeping our back nice and straight. We're going to go ahead and lean forward. As we lean forward, we'll start to feel that pull in kind of that right buttock area. As I'm doing this, sometimes I like to put a little extra pressure, not on my knee, but gently down through my thigh as I sit up tall and then bring my chest forward. Let me show you what that looks like on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead, bring that left leg up, putting it onto my right thigh. I like to make sure that my right ankle, or the non-stretching leg ankle, is underneath my knee and not kind of into the center. Then I sit up nice and tall, maintaining my nice neutral spine as I bend forward, maybe gently pressing through my thigh to get a little bit of an extra pull. In this position, I want to make sure I relax my shoulders, keeping my gaze neutral so that I maintain and honor the curves of our spine. I can wait here. Moving forward as that stretch starts to let go, I want to maintain that same level of pull throughout the duration of time, and then come on back up to neutral.